Kia India has just taken the wraps off its all-new sub-4-meter SUV, the Kia Syros, which is going to be sold alongside the Sonet and the Seltos, and in a price bracket somewhere between the Sonet and the Seltos. While the prices will be announced only next month, let us see what all else we know about this car. Welcome to Car and Bike. My name is Girish Karkar, and today we have the new Kia Syros. As you can see, it's an all-new design, a little boxier. Nothing similar to the Sonet, although it is based on a similar platform as the Sonet. It's got a little tall boy sort of design, but let us look at the front of the car first. This has the Kia signature digital tiger face design, a very minimalist sort of design that you see here, along with a piano black finish bar running across. The headlamps are the ice cube headlamps that you can see here. Now, not only are these auto headlamps, but this also has the feature of auto high beam. So it will toggle between high beam and low beam on its own when the need is there. Plus the signature star map LED DRLs. And let us come to the side. And this is where you realize how wide and tall it is. The wheelbase is slightly more than that of the Sonet, and it's slightly taller as well, accentuated by these roof rails that you can see here. These are cosmetic, of course not usable. The biggest signature design here is the B pillar. It's a very different sort of a thing, not usually seen in any of the cars in this segment. Not to miss, flush door handles. Now the jury is divided on whether you like them or you don't like them. And one of the biggest change, even compared to the Sonet, are the new 17-inch wheels. As you know, the Sonet only comes with 16-inch wheels, unless if you take the X line, which has 17-inch wheels, but this will have 17-inch wheels on the top variant. Lower variants will have 16-inch wheels. The wheels are also a new crystal cut alloy wheel design. A lot of plastic cladding here on the wheel arches gives it a nice butch, squarish SUV. In terms of other capacities, it will have a 45-liter fuel tank as well. For suspension and brakes, we have a McPherson strut with coil spring at the front and coupled torsion beam axle with coil spring at the rear. And the brakes are discs for all the wheels in the automatic version, while there is front disc and rear drums for the manual version of the Syros. At the rear, again you will love this, that how it has a very flat hatch, very much like the bigger SUVs that are sold internationally by Kia. And again, star map lamps here on the side, complete with the Syros batching, and a big boot. So in terms of boot space, the Kia Syros will have one of the largest boot in the sub-4-meter segment, which is around 465 liters, provided you push the seat in front. At the full recline, it will obviously be lesser. With a parcel tray and brake lights on the top, this one also gets a rear spoiler and shark fin antenna. Now a lot of new things on the exterior, but even more action on the inside. Let's check it out. While we are not driving the car today, this is the next best seat in the house, says Kia, for the rear seat of the Syros. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of room because these seats, not only do they recline, but you can also slide them. So even tall passengers won't have any problems sitting in the rear. Headroom is not too bad, legroom is fine, and it's a near flat floor. Even the tunnel hump has been nicely designed. Now this seat at the rear, not only does it slide and recline, but also it's ventilated, and that's first in the segment and first time that we see here. So a lot of things have been done to make the rear passengers sit in more comfort. Apart from that, AC vents, of course, there is air purifier and Type-C charging ports with a lot of storage places, not just here, but also as seat pockets, as you can see, very cleverly done. A lot of thoughtful touches have been done in this car. A very nice touch that is usually seen in much larger cars, including the Karens, is the rear sun blind. So someone who wants a little bit more privacy will really love it. The sense of space is also accentuated by the panoramic sunroof. Yes, there is a panoramic sunroof which is almost the same size as that on the Seltos. The standard variants will however get a single panel sunroof, which is a smaller one, which is okay. Now let's see what the action is on the front seat. So very different looking interior than what the Sonet is or any of the cars is, but we see a lot of inspiration from the bigger Kia SUVs, including the Tasman, which is only sold internationally. So nice bucket seats. This has a grey interior. Now there is a dual tone finish that you see here. In fact, the Syros will get 3 different dual tone colors for the interiors and 8 exterior colors, including this blue frost color that you see. The steering wheel, double D shape, all new, with a whole array of buttons for telephone, for media, for cruise control, as well as level 2 ADAS. This has a suite of 16 level 2 ADAS features, including auto braking, adaptive cruise control, lane assist, and even parking sensors, both at the front as well as the rear. In all, there are around 12 sensors in the top variant. Different driving modes also on this. On the dashboard, you can see a large panel. It's almost 30 inches. Of this, there is a 12.3 inch instrument cluster. There is a 5 inch for the AC controls and a largest 12.3 here at the front as well. You can see the buttons. Some physical buttons have been given here for setup, media, volume, search, map and home, and also some AC controls given in the panel below this. Now another interesting thing are these charging ports. There is a Type-C charging port here, including a data port, which you can toggle with the help of this switch. Now we have seen this feature in nothing less than the much bigger Carnival. Also here is a charging pad for your smartphone, and this will of course have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now most of the regular features, just as Kia Connect features that you want, are already here, including the SOS button and the RSA assistance. In terms of powertrain, this will come with a 1 liter turbo or a 1.5 diesel. And the 1 liter turbo will come with 2 transmission options. The first one is the manual, so there will be a turbo manual for the first time, which is not sold in the Sonet as well. And there will be a 1 liter turbo 7-speed DCT, which is the top variant on the petrol. On the diesel, there will be a 1.5 manual and a 1.5 6-speed automatic as well. So the manual versions are all 6 speeds. And these will have power to the similar levels as that in the Sonet. The petrol will get around 120 PS with 172 Newton meters of torque, and the diesel will get 116 PS but 250 Newton meters of torque. Now how it drives on the road, we will need to see, but this is a little bigger, so it should be more planted on the road, but we'll figure that out when we are going to drive it very soon. So a lot of new features on the Kia Syros, and it seems to be like a very interesting package. In terms of variants, there will be 6 trims in all. There will be a HTK, HTK Plus, HTK Plus O, HTX, HTX Plus and the HTX Plus O. Now the optional variant is including the ADAS one that it has. A lot of good features, standard features, including a very high-end Harman Kardon system, ventilated seats as we have told you about, and a lot of segment first features is what we need to check it out in this car when it gets launched next month. We are expecting the prices to be slightly more than that of the Sonet, but let us know what you think the pricing of this car should be and whether you like the features. If you like this video, do share it with someone who's looking at a sub-4 meter SUV, and if you haven't subscribed to Car and Bike, do subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that we can keep sending you all the information from the world of cars and bikes.